Hello, 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 hola, hola, hola. Welcome back to Spanish with Laura. Is everyone fluent in Spanish now? I know, I'm kidding, I know we just started. Last week we talked about the verb to be in Spanish, ser or estar, depending on what you mean. So let's see if it was clear. I am independent. How would you say that in Spanish? Will you say soy independiente or estoy independiente? Now there's something that you need to know about Spanish is that you don't have to say I am. You can only say I'm independent, and that's because if you say am, we already know you're talking about the subject I. Alright, so let's go back to the exercise. Do you say soy independiente or estoy independiente? Congratulations if you say soy independiente, and that is because it's a quality and we assume that it is permanent, and therefore we use ser instead of estar. So in this case of the subject I, you use soy. If I say he is angry, how would you say that in Spanish? Would you say él es bravo or él está bravo? In this case, we are hoping that it is a temporary situation, so you will say él está bravo. If that person is in front of you or besides you, you can say está bravo. You don't need to say él está bravo. However, if you thought it was él es bravo, you may be right in the case that the person is always angry. So let's hope not, but if you know somebody that is always angry, you will say es bravo or es brava, depending if it's a male or a female. Okay, but let's start this week. We're gonna talk about confusing nouns. Every noun in Spanish is either male or female. Usually, when a word finishes in O, in Spanish o, it is male. And if a word finishes in A, in Spanish a, it is female. So, if I say casa, that means house in Spanish. Would you say is that male or female? Because it finishes in a, it is female. Let's try another one. Car, in Spanish, carro. It ends with the letter O, in Spanish O, which means it is male. How are you doing so far? Easy, right? If you need to know if a noun is male or female, you can also look at the article. You know how in English you say da or you say the? For example, the cat or the umbrella? Well, in Spanish we go according to gender and according to number. If we're gonna talk about something that is singular and it's feminine, we're gonna use la. But if we're gonna talk about something that is plural and is feminine, we're gonna say la. However, if we're gonna talk about male, masculine I should say, then we use el. Now you have to pay attention to these two. El with an apostrophe, it means a man. El without an apostrophe is just anything that has a masculine, that is masculine. If we're talking about something that is plural and masculine, we're gonna say los. Alright, are you guys ready for some example? Remember earlier we talked about house? If we want to say the house, we're gonna say la casa. If we want to talk about the houses, we're gonna say las casas. Now, if we talk about the car, el carro. If we talk about the cars, we're gonna say los carros. Pretty straightforward, right? Hand is called mano. Okay, mano. So according to what we just saw, mano ends in O, so it should be masculine, except it isn't, because we like confusing you. So instead of saying el mano, we say la mano. If we want to say ma, we will say mapa. Very similar to English, I know. Mapa ends in A, so it should be feminine. But you already know better than that, right? So we will say el mapa. I'm just gonna teach you other words that don't apply to the rule that I just gave you of O is masculine, A is feminine, so that when you go traveling, nobody will be able to confuse you. Sugar is azúcar. Azúcar is masculine, so you will say el azúcar. Alma means soul, and it's also masculine, and it's el alma. Water. Water is an important one. We don't say la agua, we say el agua, so it's masculine. Day is día, but it's also masculine, so el día. And planet, same thing goes for planet, planeta, but it is el planeta. Now a picture, or actually a photo, in Spanish is foto, la foto. Motorcycle, we say la motocicleta, but we actually say la moto. A media outlet, like the radio, you will say la radio, even though it finishes in O. Yes, it's feminine. However, if you're talking about the device where you listen to the radio, it is called el radio. So, media, la radio. Device, el radio. Be very careful with that one. Next week, we're gonna talk or continue talking about the verb to be, because there is more to it than estar and ser. See you until then. Ciao.